Welcome to another edition of 42 Straight Years In. On my crackhead update, this one is the Lieutenant Governor of the state of Texas. He made a statement to the media that black people are the cause of the spread of COVID-19 because they won't take the vaccination. Now, over here where I live, it's a lady, she's a RN at Baylor Hospital, and she's white. Her and a whole crew of nurses refused to take the vaccination. Now, she worked with COVID patients every day. She would take 5,000 IUs of zinc every day and vitamin C. She never contracted COVID, and she refused the vaccination herself. So they fired all these nurses. But she's an RN. So she got a job now working at Presbyterian Hospital. You know, when the COVID-19 first started, they came up with the mask mandate. I would be at Walmart, and white people would be arguing with the security at Walmart. They didn't want to wear a mask. That's when COVID was at its peak. They didn't want a mask on. You know, I don't know how they are spreading it to white people. These inner city black people don't even have dealings with white people. Most of these big inner city neighborhoods, it's a few white people live there, but you go in the stores, you don't hardly even see any whites. I know some Walmarts you can go in, you might see 5 whites in this whole big ass Walmart. The rest gonna be black and Hispanic. But he said they're the cause of the spread of COVID-19. That's my crackhead update. Y'all know what it is. Let's get your shanks out and let's get ready to ride. Yeah, I will listen. Before I get started, I'm gonna shout out Scotland, my subscribers in Scotland, Scott McIntyre and all his crew in Scotland. I appreciate y'all viewing my videos and making comments. And your likes is appreciated. You know, I hear a lot of women. I was listening to a lady talk to a guy, and the first thing come out of her mouth that he's broke. When she's broke herself, she even look broke. She ain't got no money herself. How you gonna call somebody else broke when you broke? Two brokes make no one right. That should be your favorite pastime, to either get out of poverty or stay above the poverty line. In all likelihood, you got a $10, $11 hour job. If you got to pay bills, you are broke. There's only certain neighborhoods in Dallas you can live in making $12 an hour. Be able to afford rent, utilities, and groceries. You can't afford it on that little salary. You will be broke after you pay your bills. You back at square one. You know, me, myself, I try to set attainable goals. I know at my age now, I couldn't be an astrophysicist. No way. All the advanced math classes I would have to take and all the other shit, I no way I could do it. So I set some things that I can do based on education and skill set. You know, it's good to think about the stars and to land on the moon. You still way up there. You still got lofty heights, but your chances of going to a star is slim to none. You know, it's a lot of things people can do. Everybody has potential. A lot of people don't use it. Something I've noticed, man, everybody is good at something. You just got to figure out what the hell you're good at. You know, once in a psychology class, this professor from the University of Houston, he stated, if you study something for 1 hour per day for 1 whole year, you'll become an expert in that field. Just 1 hour per day. Because you are what you eat. meaning knowledge. You see a guy work on cars, he's a hell of a mechanic. His conversation gonna be based on mechanics. That's what he knows. That's what he's good at. That's his profession. All right, it's his hell of a side hobby. That's his main interest. So that's gonna be his topic. You are what you eat. In other words, you hang around bullshit people, you gonna become bullshit because that shit gonna work, gonna rub off on you. You hang around negative people, you'll become negative. And prison is a negative environment. The guards are negative. The inmates are negative. If you talk to an inmate, because some of them are functionally literate or totally literate, you talk to him about anything that he do not understand or know anything about, he gonna have a negative comment. And I hear the guards tell inmates all the time, guys be saying, yeah, man, I'm fixing to go home, man. I'm going to do this and do that. I hear a lot of the guards say, oh, hell, you'll be back. There didn't seem so many people returning back to prison. Recidivism rate is lower now because they're not letting that many people out. That's why it's lower. At one time, they had a revolving door. Man, every day, Texas released 400 or 500 inmates every day. Now, it's to trickle down to about 50 a day for a large prison system like this state has. But everybody's negative. You in prison, you got to rise above all the negativity. And you got to want it. Because they don't make you go to school or make you go to college or take a vocation trade. They just put it on the board and you sign up for it. It's all left up to you. If you so-called rehabilitate yourself. The warden don't give a shit. All he don't want you to do is cause no trouble where you probably can get him fired and he got to do a lot of paperwork. That's the only thing he caring about. He don't give a shit if you return to prison, if you never leave prison, he do not care. Because a lot of wardens, they don't have a long tenure. Most of them are only going to be at one prison for 2 years and they move him to another prison. And here come a new warden with another policy. So nobody gives a damn. You got to give a damn about yourself. I used to tell some of the younger guys, they said, man, I don't see no use in me going to college. I said, hell, ain't nothing wrong with being a smart criminal because they be talking about they going to continue their criminal activity. And some of those guys serving life. I be saying, how the hell you going to get out here on life and you going to go back and sell more drugs? You got life right now. You don't guarantee you ever going to leave this prison system. I would tell them, at least you'll learn accounting. You can go in the law library and study the penal laws. That'll let you know certain things, how you can commit a crime and you can get a lesser included charge. You'll know all of that. When you talk to a detective, you'll know how to talk from an angle that's going to benefit you instead of giving him the information that's going to bury your ass in prison. I say ain't nothing wrong with being a smart criminal. Some of them, I was talking way above their head. But some guys are honest. They'll tell you straight up, I'm not going to work. I don't give a shit how long I stay here. I'm not going to get no bullshit ass job. Most of them ain't got a skill set or anything. They ain't got nothing going for them. And you come out here thinking you're supposed to make $20 an hour on a job when you got zero skill set. I've talked about inmate guards and how it was in the old days. If you want to know how Texas prison was, watch the movie Brubaker. It'll show you what inmate guards is like. It'll show you the brutality. It'll show you standing on the soda water crates, hanging by handcuff, how they beat the hell out of you, how they shoot the hell out of you. That movie is a prime example of how Texas prison was. As a matter of fact, the warden in Arkansas had come in prison for him. He came from the Ramsey unit. And he brought some of Texas punishment to Arkansas. Watch the movie Brubaker and come back and tell me where was the gang members at? Texas didn't have them. Those guys would have killed them one by one. They'd have took them one by one to solitary confinement and killed every one of them. That's what would have happened. And you look at that movie, you understand why the inmate guards didn't get attacked. You had to have some long nuts, and you had to have timing on your side. You just couldn't go up against them no any kind of way because they were well organized. They didn't even hesitate. When you fucked up, man, they come up and they get right on your ass. Don't do no talking. and one trying to figure out what happened. They sort it out later on. Meanwhile, you finna get the hell beat out of you, if not killed. You know, it's easy to kill a man. One man weigh 170 pounds. He got 5 guys stomping him. These guys weigh 250 on up, stomping him and slamming him into concrete or those steel bars. Man, it's easy to kill. Everybody can't take that type of banging up. Everybody is not physically fit to take no hell of a. But you gonna get a cruising. You cruising, you will get a bruising. You know, most people are impatient. They don't know how to play the long game. When the end game is the most important. You got to have an end game to everything in life. If you don't know how it's going to end, you damn sure don't know how it's going to begin. This is like the saying go, if you don't know where you came from, you surely don't know where the hell you're going. Because history has a tendency of repeating itself. I got a couple things to do. I got to run up to Walmart real fast. And one of my tires, the pressure keep going low, so I bought an air pump. I got to go get that tire taken off and checked. Yeah, shout out to Sharon T. Sharon V. spilling the tea, and Paula. She been having a toothache lately. I talked to her on the phone yesterday. So I got some good damn subscribers, man. We stay in touch with each other. And Sock Walker, I hope you get better, man. And we can continue our chess tournament. Y'all follow me over on Patreon. Like and subscribe. Keep your shanks ready. I was just looking at a guy, man. He's looking at the ground, digging up shit. I don't know what the hell he was digging up, but he'd look at it, pick up, look at it, and he'd taste it. Then he'd look in the grass again. Man, they out here tweaking. They ready. They broke as hell. A few of them got some checks, but not the majority. All right. Y'all follow me on Patreon, like and subscribe, and I thank you for watching.